Gonna need, oh no, I blocked myself from it. I got it, we're good. Hi cuties! It's the final TBR video of 2020. We've made it, and it won't be as exciting as the rest have been, because now is the time where I need to get my butt in action, because I have a bunch of books that I said I wanted to read this year, and I put them on my reading 2020 books list, and I've done pretty good. I'm really striving to do it. I'm accepting the fact that I probably won't finish the entirety of the Invisible Library series. I have finished the first book of the series, but there's so many more, and I don't think I'm going to finish it all, but at least having the first one done makes me happy. So we have a bunch that we need to finish. So I'm going to pull those ones first and see how many that leaves me with. The very first one I see on this list is Behind the TBR Bag, Scythe by Neil Shusterman. So, meant to read this one a while ago, and I didn't get to it, but it's perfect for the end of the year because it's about death, and dying, and grim reapers, and what says the holidays than that? I'm excited to finally get to this one. Again, I put all 3 of the books of the trilogy on my TBR. Will I get to them all? I don't know. I'm gonna strive for at least the first book in all the series because I really need to stop, you know, trapping myself into making, you know, an entire series one on the TBR. That's really what's killed me this year in 2020. So we're at least gonna do Scythe. Now, because I can get these on an audiobook, I'm putting them on there even though I have read the first one in the series, which I read Shadow of the Fox, but now I have the audiobooks for Soul of the Sword and Night of the Dragon. So I'm going to continue with at least Soul of the Sword, and Night of the Dragon is actually a little bit smaller than all these ones, so I think I can do it with these, but I absolutely loved Shadow of the Fox, which I read in October. Right? Yes. And it was amazing and I love it. And I definitely think this series needs way more hype. And I cannot wait to read Soul of the Sword. Oh, my boy. I hope you be okay. Then we have another series. I don't know if I'll get to them all because I have 5 of the books. I think there's another one that's just come out or is coming out. I don't know. But that is Ink and Bone, which is the first in the Great Library series by Rachel Kane. I wanted to read a lot of my like library books, not like from the library, but library themed books. And this is one I really wanted to get to. I just discovered that I have audiobooks for them on my Hoopla app versus my Libby app. Libby app does not have these, at least for my library. My library has a, I guess I could call them my library books then because I'm getting them from a library and they're about a library. So that works. Along with like the Invisible Library, I feel like they have very similar themes. So we're gonna see which one we kind of like more. Like Invisible Library is a adult book. This is a YA book. So we'll kind of get library magic stuff in 2 different age groups, I guess. So that's 1, 2, and 3 of the official need to read on my 2020 TBR. And I think that's all of them, but I also have on this list a bunch of my anticipated releases. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more, which puts me at 9. So let's go through those. Now, granted, a lot of these I have also found on audiobook, which is fantastic. So of the anticipated releases, I had Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. I can get this one very easily on Libby. It's just kind of been one that I've been rotating out and have been needing the more important books coming through. And I need to read this one. This is like, is it Spanish Inquisition things? I don't know. I know it's set in like historical fiction Spain. So, but with magic and stuff, I think. I think this is a historical fantasy. Yes. So, Incendiary. This one I have to physically read, which is Jane Anonymous by Lori Faria Stolars. And this tagline here, if you guys can see with my, oh, come on, focus. There we go. Some truths you can, I forget what it says, never escape. And this deals with a girl who I believe was kidnapped but now is like questioning reality and stuff. So should be a very hard-hitting, interesting book to read. I really wanted to read it this year, so now we're gonna get to it in December. Next up, I was also super happy to find on Hoopla is Don't Read the Comments by Eric Smith. This has been a pretty popular one this year for contemporaries. This one deals with a super famous gamer, right? Because she's a super famous gamer and he just loves gaming, and they have their own individual problems in like dealing with like cyberbullying and virtual harassment and stuff. So it's very timely, especially right now with like cancel culture attacking like smaller individuals. There's a big toxicity there, and that's kind of what I think this one tackles. I know words. I'm a writer. Just saying. Purdy. P. You're down here somewhere. P. Where you at, yo? Wait, for real, where is it? I can't find it. Did I put it down here? I better not have brought it back to my parents' house. What? Did I just not put it in the right spot? Oh my God, where's my book? Ah, never mind, I found it. I'm just an idiot who doesn't remember how she set up her shelves. Bone Crier's Moon by Catherine Purdy. I have several of these were owl crates I'm finding now. And this one is kind of a star-crossed lover story, which is not normally my thing, but I have heard really good things about this, and I got an owl crate, and it was an anticipated release, so we'll see. I'm mixed initially, so going in, we'll find out how we feel about it. Yeah. Next up, we have Star Daughter. Look, another owl crate book that I got. It's the nice purpley one. So Star Daughter is a mix of like, I heard a mix of like Stardust and I want to say almost like Hunger Games. I don't know. There was a weird tagline that everyone was calling this for, but this is the daughter of obviously, of a star. I'm so good at explaining books, guys. I'm so good at it. Star and a human, I believe. I believe she's only half star. There's like, I think this is a mix of like Stardust and Hunger Games, because she is now summoned to compete in this big challenge to find the next like ruling family, I want to say? Ruling house of the heavens. So this one, super stoked. I love the purpley. I'm just going to stare at it really instead of reading it. I think that's what's going to happen here. And the last one is The Conference of the Birds by Ransom Riggs, which is the 5th book in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series, because he's extended it, and I'm like, the hell? I just finished reading A Map of Days in November, right? Yes. And I was hoping to get to this one. I don't think it's going to happen, but I will at least get to it in December. This one's, again, not on like loan a lot, so I usually can just immediately grab it from Libby, but I'm excited. And then the new one, the final one of this second trilogy, will be out, I think in February, I want to say. It's coming out next year, so I'll be able to kind of actually be around for these releases and get sucked back into the world of Miss Peregrine, where we don't think about the horrible movie that butchered it. Cool. That's all of those left. So that was how many books? 9? So it was 9 books of my usual 12 TBR, which means we can only pull 3 from the TBR bag. Now this is a bag filled with all the books that I was supposed to read this year that had been on other TBRs, and I want to get to them because I feel bad that I've not gotten to them, and I keep putting a bunch of them off. So we're gonna see what we get here. All right, uh-oh, this is a big fancy one. I just pulled Onyx and Ivory, which again, it's gonna be a physical read, so pray for me. It's a 500 exactly, I think. I think this one's 500. Yes, this is an exactly 500-page book. I don't remember what we are about. They call her Traitor Kate. It's a title Kate Brighton inherited from her father after he tried to assassinate the High King of Rhyme. So we have a high fantasy, fun. Oh, we have former lovers turned enemies now being brought back together. So, okay. I don't like that one as much as I like enemies to lovers, but it's still got something to it for me. All right, so we only get 2 more. That's sad. This is not as fun. But don't worry, I have a new TBR game coming for ya. And we just drew one that is already on the TBR. We just drew If you can't see it, the Great Library, right there. That one's already on it. So we get to draw again. I draw the same color. Same color. All right. We're gonna do, where are you at? Sim. Over here. Another owl crate. Scavenge the Stars by Tara Sim, which now I think about is it's a retelling of The Count of Monte Cristo, I believe, but also gay. I think that's right. Which I've never read The Count of Monte Cristo. I've never seen the movie for Count of Monte Cristo. I don't know anything about Count of Monte Cristo, so we're going in blind. And the last book, the last one we get is what? Okay. One I've been waiting on. Where are you at? Way down here, we get The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. So I can read both Madeline Miller books. I keep getting this one. I already have this one on reserve on Libby, so yay. And if not, I know there's a copy on Hoopla. But there we go. All the books I showed you, and that completes my December TBR. I will strive to continue forward with any of the other books, but for the new year, we are doing a whole new TBR game, and I'm so excited to show you it when it shows up at my house, because I printed this big thing and it looks really cool, but it's not here yet because apparently they had to reprint it and they didn't tell me, and they had a shipping thing saying, oh yeah, it's shipping, and I'm like, cool, that was a month ago, where is it? So where is it? I would like to know. Can't wait to show you the new game and be done with 2020. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get to my 2020 goals of reading 200 books. As of this video, I am at 190. I only got 10 more to go, and November isn't over. I'm still in the middle of reading some books. I have 2 that I'll definitely finish. So 2020 goals for reading, at least. Booyah. Okay, so what are you guys gonna read for the end of the year? What are you reading for December? Let me know down in the comments below. We're on Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter, and I'll see you next time, cuties. Bye. This one I have to physically agree. Yep.